Hello, hello. This is Shannon Tourville with Shannon Tourville, John L. Scott, Salem, Oregon Real Estate. And today we are caveating off of our last video, and I will link them below. But we are talking about the 5 things you can do to your home to add value to your home. Some of these things are simple. I only really picked simple things. I didn't really pick complicated things. They can definitely get complicated and there's more in depth you can go with them. But I picked, pretty easy things that can happen if you're thinking about selling your home soon. These are the 5 things that'll add value to it the most. Before we get started, I want to remind you guys, if you could subscribe to this video or subscribe to the channel, like the video, send me a message, comment on the video. I would love any interaction. That would be super fun. I really appreciate comments and feedback. If you guys have ideas of videos you want to see, please let me know. I would love to do that for you guys. So let's get started on the 5 things to add value to your home. Okay, first off, I'm gonna start like I did the last one. So there are, of course, things that can be done really easy, really cheap. But the biggest thing you wanna think about when you're adding value to your home is a big pool of people going to like what has been done? So in the last video, we talked about doing a garage conversion and how a lot of people want the garage and not necessarily the extra space. So when you're improving your home, is this something that will appeal to the masses? Because if it appeals to the masses, that means when you put your home on the market and you're ready to sell it, that means there's more people who would be intrigued and like that space. So that's what you want to think about when you're doing your improvements. So here are the top 5. Number 1, and I think this one is kind of a given, but we're going to talk about it because I think it is really important. You want to paint a neutral palette in your house. I have been in a lot of homes that are crazy colors. We had a house early on in my career that you could stand in one place. So I'm standing here and I'm looking out this way. I could see 3 different floor types and 3 different paint colors across the office I was standing in, the foyer, and the living room. And that's a lot, right? So you're sitting there and you're looking at this house, you're like, oh my gosh, there's so much paint, and it's pink and blue and purple and orange, and there's just so many. If you're ready to sell your house, or you're getting your home ready to sell, and you're thinking it's gonna happen in the next 6, 8, 12 months, whatever it is, you just wanna get the process going, paint a neutral palette. And neutral colors don't have to be awful, and it doesn't mean white. It really does not mean white. It does mean, an off-white, a gray, a tan, things that, even like a lavender, a light color. There are colors, like even this wall I would consider more of a neutral color than I would like a bright blue or purple or pink. So that's one of the things, paint a neutral paint color. The other one, I really, really highly recommend this to all of my selling clients. Go out, leave for the, go out to dinner, do whatever. When you come home, park a couple houses away and physically walk up to your house and see what you see. When you walk up, does it have curb appeal? Do you have flowers? Are there flowers blooming? Are there bushes in the front? Does the tree need to be trimmed back? What do you see? Is there a bunch of debris on the roof because we just had an ice storm? What do you see? Take care of those things. Take care of the curb appeal is what is the thing? You only have like 3 seconds to make a first impression or a lasting impression. Like, it's a big deal. So look at your home from another person. You can't just do it from pulling up your driveway. You swear you have to walk past your neighbor's house, get to your house and be like, oh yeah, there is like a branch sitting on our roof or whatever it is. I always think it's kind of fun, and I like to recommend to people, like, maybe you add a pop of color. Maybe you paint your front door. It's not very hard, but you change it up a little bit. It's always a good idea to add a little bit of landscaping, a little bit of bark dust, a little bit of flowers, a little bit of dirt, something that kind of spruces it up and makes it look fresh and easy. It's not as big of a deal here in Salem. Some of the older houses have them, not a lot of the newer houses do it. But if you have a basement, finish the basement. There's so many buyers who lack vision, and it's hard to see what can be created in a space. And a lot of people think, oh, well, I'll just leave it like this. I won't do it because people can do what they want to do with it. At least get the walls up, make it look finished. Finish the basement. If you have it. If you don't have it, great. Check that off your list, don't worry about it. But if you do have a basement, finish it. The other thing that's a really, really big one for buyers, and I feel like the return on investment for this is huge, make your home low maintenance. And what do I mean by low maintenance? have your roof checked out. If your roof isn't new and you haven't had it done in the last couple of years, have a roof company come out and inspect it and give you an estimate of how much longer it has. Have your furnace looked at and just cleaned out and taken care of, and have them tell you how good it is or the state it's in. The water heater, your HVAC systems, all of these things make it so when you go to sell your home, as I'm here, if I'm selling your home, if this is your home, I'm selling it, I'm the agent here, people are gonna come in and say, how new is the roof? When was the last time the filter in the furnace was changed? When was the last time the furnace was changed? You know, all of the things, when was these things done? If I can confidently say, oh, your roof has 15 years, this was just changed recently, this was done, it takes this list of to-dos in buyers' minds and diminishes it. It makes it like, okay, cool, we don't need anything to worry about this house. This house has all the boxes checked. Which is what you want to do. When you want to sell your house, you want to check every buyer box you can so you get the most offers and we can sell your home for the most money, right? That's the whole point of this. That's the whole reason I'm here. That's the whole reason why we do what we do. So that's a big deal. The last thing for my 5 tips of how to bring value to your home is focus on the kitchen. If you have money and you're thinking, oh man, I want to put in a pool, or I want to redo the bathrooms or redo a bedroom or whatever it is, if you're looking to sell soon, focus your money on the kitchen, because everybody goes there and that's a place that a lot of people spend a lot of time. My family spends a lot of time in my kitchen when they're here because that's our hangout spot. So focus on that. You can do the small things down to just like freshening up the cabinets. Maybe you paint the cabinets. Maybe you even just install new handles on the cabinets, on the cabinetry. If you do that, or you install new fixtures with the sink and everything else. You can upgrade your appliances. That's always a big deal for people because you can say, oh, this is a brand new dishwasher or refrigerator or whatever it may be. Spend your money in the kitchen, because if that's the biggest place it's going to bring value. I did a video last week that I posted, I will link it below, of the 5 things you can do that detract or don't add value to your home. If you want to see those, it's going to be down in the link in the bio or the little description. It'll tell you the kick over to that. But if you like this video and you want to subscribe, I would love to have you here. If you're in Salem, Oregon and looking for a real estate agent, I would love to talk to you about that opportunity as well. If you're not here in the area and thinking about moving to the area, I do have a lot of videos on Salem and living in Salem and what it's like here. So take a look at those. I really appreciate your guys' time, and I will see you next time.